Good afternoon, guys. Today we're going to be making an election prediction video between current United States Senator from the state of Wisconsin, the Democrat Tammy Balwin, and incumbent President, the Republican Donald Trump from the Empire State of New York. Tonight, we know that Tammy Balwin is from the state, a Trump state from 2016, in which, of course, he did win. He did win Wisconsin by, which was the first Rust Belt state that was called for him, which was a signal of what was to come. And as we know, again, President Trump, his approval rating in the state of Wisconsin isn't the best, of course. And by the way, if you guys are watching it the day I did upload this video, Trump's State of the Union speech is today. So if you guys are watching that, let me know. But yeah, so Tammy Balwin will have a potential advantage in the state of Wisconsin along with the Rust Belt as well. As you guys know, please check out my last video, which was between current United States Senator, also a Democrat, Debbie Stabenow from the state of Michigan against President Trump. But yeah, please leave a like, please subscribe if you do enjoy this video. Please leave it in comments if you do think, if you do disagree with my prediction, or if you do believe, or you just have any recommendations, any suggestions, anything you want to ask me, anything. So, as we take a look at our map, Tammy Balwin will start at 190 electoral votes to President Trump's 164. 184 are toss-ups. As you see, most of the Rust Belt are toss-ups. Here, up here in Maine and New Hampshire, here in the eastern Atlantic seaboard, and here in the west. So as you see, you do have Arizona. Again, I say this a lot of times in my videos, but I don't believe someone like Tammy Balwin will have enough appeal to flip these two states, because again, she will appeal as a Democrat. You do appeal to minorities. You do well in with the Latino vote, with again minorities, women voters, and that's something that Tammy Balwin will do well with. Though I do not believe that she will have enough appeal to the rest of the state to carry the state, those two states. So I do believe President Trump will hold these two states in Arizona and Georgia, because again, as I said, she won't have enough appeal to turn those two states. And I'll say that'll be the same case with North Carolina, because again, her having being from the state of Wisconsin, that will help her again, because again, oh yeah, and she also will do very well with the LGBTQ community again, because she is herself part of the that community. She is also proud of that as well. Though that won't help her in the state of North Carolina, because again, this state almost did go for Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election, but I don't believe she will be able to do better in the state. She might do better in the state, but not necessarily win the state. And I'll say the same case for Iowa and Ohio, because again, these two states have a huge white rural, have many white rural areas. Again, here in Ohio, many white rural areas, many business, many co-workers down here in the southeast, who I believe will come out to vote. The state will be closer than 2016, both these two states, though I do not believe that Tammy Balwin will carry them. President Trump will carry them. So I do believe, I'll say this is an earlier call that I usually make. I do think Wisconsin will go, New Hampshire will go for Democrat Tammy Balwin, and not Nevada, but Colorado, because I believe that she will appeal again with many Democrats. She will appeal to the Democrats, to the in the Denver suburbs, to the people in the Denver suburbs. Again, because as a Democrat, you do well in those areas, and to win the state, you need to do well in those areas. The past few elections, the Democrats have been doing well in those areas, which is why they've won the state for 3 straight elections. And if you take a look at her map, I'll say now, Minnesota will go blue, because again, the neighboring state is her home state, Wisconsin, which I will also say will flip back to the Democrats, because her approval rating, as I said in the last video, Tammy Balwin's approval rating compared to President Trump's approval rating in this state is a very is a huge margin in favor of Tammy Balwin. Because again, President Trump is not like in many of these Rust Belt states, which will play a small, not a huge effect, but a decent effect in this election. Because again, in Nevada, out of all these states, Nevada has the highest approval rating for President Trump. And I could easily just give Tammy Balwin all these states if it was by approval rating, but approval ratings aren't everything in elections, which is why I will say he will win Florida. Florida, because of, again, a problem for the Democrats is they appeal to urban areas, to huge cities, but they can't appeal to rural areas where there's a lot of farm workers, coal miners, small business workers that are independents, etc., etc. Because again, those areas are more traditionally Republican in modern day history, since the eras of George W. Bush. You could even say since Richard Nixon, but I won't go that far. And I'll say right now, I do believe Virginia will go for Tammy Balwin because, again, her appeal, I believe she will do well with the women vote. As I said, in Florida, that will help her, but I don't believe, I believe President Trump has a huge appeal in this state where he can, even with his approval rating, he can carry that state and win that state. Though, in Virginia, it's the other way around. Tammy Balwin has a huge appeal to the state, I believe, because again, she'll bring out the vote, she'll bring the women's out to vote, the Me Too movement, etc., and I believe she will carry that state. And I would think she will also carry Michigan. Again, her neighboring state is Michigan. She'll win this area up here. More counties that went for Barack Obama that did not go for Hillary Clinton. And down here, where the areas in Detroit, near there, down here near Ohio, where the population is, and where the votes are. But, I will say, I believe President Trump will carry this one district, and will carry Nevada. Because Nevada almost going for President Trump in 2016 by about, if I can recall, well, we can check right now, but as you see, the only state on your map is Pennsylvania, which did go, as we know, for President Trump in 2016 because there's a huge voter depression in African Americans, voters that did not come out to vote for President Trump, that came out to vote for Barack Obama, but not for President Trump, but not for Hillary Clinton, excuse me. As you see, he did lose it by 2.4%, but polls a few days before were showing President Trump in the lead. As you see here at the beginning, actually, of the in April, President Trump was actually in the lead, and this is where I assume she took over in the lead around here. But yeah, the President Trump, Tammy Balwin, I do not believe will be able to win this state. I think President Trump, this will be the one state he flips. But as you see, the only state we have remaining is Pennsylvania, and again, it usually seems to be the last state I leave. I'll be brutally honest, again, state I do believe will go for Tammy Balwin. Though, again, I do see a path for victory, especially when these elections, my election predictions are this close. I do see a path for victory for President Trump, because again, he is, he could appeal to these states very easily. He could, pick out maybe, just with New Hampshire, he could win this election. If he carried a state, maybe like Colorado, maybe like Virginia, maybe even Pennsylvania, maybe even Minnesota, you know, he could be as big as 330. He would win in a landslide. But I do not believe that'll be the case. Because again, I believe he will be able to flip the state of Nevada because I think he'll appeal to the rural voters, but I don't believe he will be able to appeal back to the Rust Belt. He won't be able to recreate this performance because I believe of Tammy Balwin being from state like in the Rust Belt. So yeah, if you did enjoy this my video, I hope you do please leave a like. I hope you please do subscribe. Please comment down if you disagree with my projection. Remember, I don't really I do look into your comments, and if you disagree, I'll take a look. So yeah, if you did enjoy my video, please leave a like, please subscribe, please comment down. I hope you do please watch my last videos, and I hope you please come watch another video, and I'll see you in the next video.